So with every new GoPro camera that comes out, there's more and more new features that give you the opportunity to create cinematic and awesome looking footage. These cameras have gone from being classic action cameras 15 years ago to cinematic powerhouses. Now you're probably used to seeing GoPro footage online that looks like this. But on the other hand, your footage looks something like this. Capturing good and cinematic footage with a GoPro is hard, there's no way around it. However, with a little patience and the right knowledge, you can turn that footage into something special. What's going on, guys? It's Ray here, and today we're going over how to fix your GoPro footage. I'm gonna be showing you how to capture the most cinematic footage possible in just 3 easy steps. Now, tip number 1 is definitely the biggest one and the easiest to get wrong, and that's that you're probably using the wrong settings. Now, trust me, I know the struggle. Settings on a GoPro are very complicated. There's just so many different options, especially on the newer cameras. However, I'm going to be breaking it down, and the settings I'm going over are not just going to be for the new Hero 12, but also for the Hero 11, 10, and beyond that. So first things first, you should always be recording in 4 or 5.3K. It's kind of easy to overlook, but cinematic footage is most often the best looking, and the best looking footage does have the best resolutions. Now, whether or not you want to use 4 or 5.3K is pretty much up to you. They're kind of interchangeable. So let's start off with the brand new GoPro Hero 12, which I'm filming on right now. With the Hero 12, you definitely want to have HDR video on. HDR, otherwise known as high dynamic range, is going to give your footage a lot better color, and it's just going to look so much more crisp than standard footage. Now, this does inhibit the amount of settings you can play with. However, with this, I would recommend HDR with 4K 60 footage. For the Hero 11 and Hero 10, I recommend 5.3K 60 video. These cameras don't have HDR, but this footage is still gonna look incredibly cinematic, especially with 5.3K. Now let's dive into your Pro Tune settings. These are definitely the easiest to overlook, but they make a big difference in your final product. The first one is a no-brainer, that is definitely to have Hyper Smooth turned on. But even deeper into your settings, make sure you have your sharpness set on high and your color set on natural. I don't recommend having your color set on GoPro ever, it just doesn't give it that good of a look. And these two overall give your shot the best and most cinematic look. Tip number 2 is to be as creative as you can with your shots. Most people are pretty impatient, quick, and too dull with their shots. Of course, in some situations, you can only be so creative while shooting. However, GoPros are literally meant to be used in ways other cameras cannot, and you need to be using that to your advantage. For instance, POV shots are very good to use, and mounting your GoPro in unique places always gives it a great look. Creative shots in a lot of situations can overcome your bad settings, or situations where the lighting isn't good, something to make your shot dull. If you want to get even more creative with it, I like to capture shots that I can use while editing to create cool transitions. I'll give you guys an example right here. So the most classic one is to do this, and then pan out to a brand new shot. Now let's take a break to talk about today's sponsor, Movavi. Movavi is hands down the best GoPro editing software. It has features like AI background removal, special effects, and amazing audio and color correction. This is the most complete editing software I have ever worked with. And what makes it so amazing is how easy it is to use. It's ridiculous. If you want to take your GoPro videos to the next level, go download Movavi Video Editor right now in the links I left down below. Tip number 3 is to use the right field of view. Maybe the biggest mistake that people do make is using the wrong field of view. When you get your GoPro out of the box, it comes in wide field of view. And this is the only one 99% of people will use while shooting. Now, if you want your shots to look good, you need to change it for certain situations. I would only recommend using wide for underwater or POV shots. Now, when you're on land like I am right here, linear is definitely the best one to go with. That's what I'm filming in right now. Linear definitely gives a very cinematic look and is definitely preferred on land over wide. For extreme shots, that's when you can use hyper view or super view. Now, field of view is super important for your shots because that's literally how your audience is perceiving what you're doing. And if you are using the wrong field of view, which a lot of people are while filming, it really takes down the quality of your footage. I hope this video was really helpful for you guys. I tried to make it as quick and as simple as possible to help you guys capture the best footage you can. Now, if you want to learn more about GoPro videography, filming tips for underwater and on land, make sure to check out some of my other videos. But before you go, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below where you plan on using your GoPro next, and most importantly, subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out on awesome videos just like this one. I'm Ray Tiller, and I'll see you on the next video.